Hi, this is Nick Ronica. This is my Sociology 389 Media and Civil Society final presentation. This class has made me think about how the media has affected my life and those others around me. I'm excited to do this final project and put all the knowledge I learned together. Please go to the next slide, Social Media and the New Civil Rights Movement. Please click on the video and pause this one right now. We are in a new era where there is what some people call the new Jim Crow. Millions of African Americans are incarcerated at a way higher rate than other races and ethnicities. Social media has allowed for movements to begin like the Black Lives Matter. It has given them a voice to represent themselves that they usually do not have forms of in other types of media. It has allowed people to realize the serious inequality going on, and it happened very quickly. Please go to the next slide, where we will be talking about how social media affects relationships. Again, you can click on the link and watch a short video where I got some of my information from. Social media shapes the brain and is creating new ways of communicating, physically and biologically changing us. The raw intensity and satisfaction of having a conversation with someone is missing through texting, but if it is not replacing your face-to-face interactions, there should not be a problem. Social media has also led to many new relationships through dating apps. It is a new era that we must adapt to, even though it may seem very obscure in some scenarios. Please go to the next slide so we could talk about how social media can affect you mentally. There is a link to the article where I found some of this information again, and it is a good read that I suggest everyone to look at. Social media can lead to some health problems like ADHD in some children, and is correlated with depression and jealousy among teens. Teens now have the ability to compare themselves to others more easily through social media. Think about how much middle school would suck with social media. I know that I am very glad that there was no social media around when I was in middle school. Social media can also be addicting. People tend to get antsy and panic when they cannot find their phone. You can see how people can become addicted to our phones considering how much we use them. We could do anything as much as we use our phones, and we will become addicted to that as well. Social media can also lead to sleep problems, as people will spend countless hours scrolling through their phone when they should be sleeping. Even though there are some consequences, there are also some positives from social media and phone use. Apps have been created to help with relationships and also been created to help with some anxiety and depression problems. Please go to the next slide where I can describe an experiment I am doing. It has been a weird adventure, and to be totally honest, I am over it. On November 25th, I switched to a flip phone where I could only receive texts and phone calls. I had no social media besides from when I was on my laptop, but tried to not use it as much as I did. If people needed me, they could call me. I thought that this would simplify my life and give me more time to interact with people around me. The first couple of days I could see myself going through some withdrawals, which honestly I was not expected to see. I hadn't had my fix in social media in a couple of days and felt disconnected. As the week went by, I was getting used to it, but felt like my life was becoming way more chaotic. I used my smartphone for many useful things besides social media, and I did not have access to these things. I noticed that I was engaging in conversation way more, but nothing out of the ordinary. My goal was to keep my flip phone until December 25th, so it will be exactly 1 month. Please go to the next slide so I could talk about the consequences that I am enduring during this experience. I touched up on them a little during the last slide, but again, the disabilities I felt like I had from not using my smartphone was crazy. I had no GPS in my flip phone, so getting around was way more difficult, along with having to take valuable time out of my day to send a 5-word text. My patience were definitely tested. On the next slide, I talk about the benefits I became aware of during this experience. My life is simple. There's no need to check what everyone is doing on social media, and I'm able to focus on myself way more, which is nice. Social media is an extra to your life, not something that you need to have. On the next slide, I talk about my overall experience thus far, and how I am thankful for giving myself this opportunity. It makes me appreciate having a smartphone for necessary things, but allows you to realize that social media is not one of those necessary things. I hope that I'm able to stay strong over these next couple weeks and push through, but honestly, I cannot wait until December 25th to come around. On the next slide, I talk about what people should know about social media and how it is severe, adaptable, never forgettable, and also amazing. The media impacts how you look at everything, making it very severe. It also has the ability to change over time and adapt to new technologies, meaning it will most likely be around for a very, very long time. The media also never forgets. Once you post something, even though you may delete it, it will always have archives of what you posted, and people may also take screenshots of what you posted. You need to be careful in this sense. The media can also be amazing. It has the ability to bring people together and start movements like Black Lives Matter. On the last slide, I talked about how the media is powerful and how children and unaware adults need to be careful of what they post online. There are scammers and thieves out there trying to take advantage of uneducated media users. In the right hands, the media can be one of the most powerful things ever. Thank you for your time. I really hope you enjoyed this presentation. I really enjoyed taking this class, and it has made me want to push myself and do this experiment. If anyone has any questions or comments, you could contact me at naronica, ARONICA, @albany.edu. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.